Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel, U.S. Immigration Is. We hope you're doing great. In this video, we're going to talk about Trump's return, immediate impact on employment-based immigration. With Donald Trump's return to the political scene, the conversation surrounding employment-based immigration has intensified. On his first day back, his administration's policies have already begun to shape the landscape for skilled workers seeking opportunities in the United States. This video raises important questions about the future of immigration reform and its broader economic implications. Trump's return, immediate effects on employment-based immigration. As Donald Trump makes his much-anticipated return to the political scene, a renewed focus on immigration reform has once again taken center stage. His campaign promises a return to the policies that defined his first term in office, including securing the U.S. southern border, deporting illegal aliens, and restoring the stringent immigration regulations that characterized his administration from 2017 to 2021. While these policies were primarily focused on addressing the undocumented immigration crisis, their implications will undoubtedly extend into employment-based immigration. Businesses and individuals navigating the complex U.S. immigration system can expect significant changes in various visa categories, from work visas to green card applications, as Trump re-enters the White House, strengthening the border and extreme vetting. Trump's commitment to securing the southern border remains at the forefront of his immigration agenda. He has reiterated his plans to restore the stringent border security measures that defined his first term, including the construction of a border wall, increased deportations, and stricter policies for asylum seekers. However, his focus will extend beyond the southern border, as Trump has made it clear that he intends to implement a significantly more robust vetting process for individuals seeking to immigrate to the United States, particularly for those pursuing employment-based opportunities. A cornerstone of this approach will be the continuation and likely expansion of extreme vetting policies, which were first introduced during Trump's initial term. Extreme vetting measures were touted as a means to safeguard U.S. national security, but they also led to considerable delays and complicated the immigration process for legitimate applicants. These policies included heightened scrutiny of applicants, additional biometric requirements, and new forms demanding a range of personal and professional information, such as 10 years' worth of address and employment history. Additionally, U.S. consulates worldwide were tasked with conducting more thorough interviews, which often resulted in months-long backlogs and frustrating delays for both applicants and employers. For those applying for work visas such as the H1B, H4A, and H2B, Trump's return to office could mean a resurgence of these extreme vetting procedures. Under his previous administration, H1B visa holders faced delays, rigorous interviews, and complex forms that complicated the approval process. In the case of H4 visa holders, the spouses of H1B workers, additional biometric data collection and interviews were implemented. Similarly, applicants for adjustment of status Form I-4851 were subjected to additional questioning and longer wait times as a result of increased scrutiny. Trump's return to office could lead to further intensification of these measures, perhaps including even more extensive background checks, more frequent interviews, and deeper dives into social media profiles, all in the name of national security. For applicants seeking adjustment of status, including those on employment-based visa pathways, these measures could result in lengthier waits and greater uncertainty in their immigration status. A focus on America First policies. Trump's immigration policies, particularly in the realm of employment-based immigration, are strongly aligned with his broader America First ideology. A central tenet of his administration's immigration platform is the prioritization of American workers, a theme that pervaded his first term and is expected to remain a major focus if he returns to the presidency. Under the Buy American, Hire American initiative, Trump's administration sought to ensure that American workers were not undercut by foreign workers, especially in high-skilled sectors like technology, engineering, and finance. One of the most controversial actions taken during his first term was the cancellation of the H4 Employment Authorization Document Program. This video allowed certain H4 visa holders, spouses of H1B workers, to work legally in the U.S. The elimination of the H4EA caused significant disruption for families, particularly for women of Indian origin, who comprise the bulk of the H4EA holders. Many H4EA holders were forced to stop working, creating a substantial financial burden for families that relied on dual incomes. Additionally, Trump's administration took steps to halt premium processing for certain visa categories, including H1B petitions. Premium processing allows for expedited processing of visa petitions in exchange for an additional fee. The suspension of premium processing created an additional layer of uncertainty for applicants who could no longer expect a faster decision on their visa applications. This often resulted in prolonged waiting times, which had a knock-on effect on businesses looking to hire foreign workers. If Trump is reelected, these policies could be resurrected and more restrictive measures could be introduced, particularly as part of his continued America First agenda. His administration would likely continue to focus on preventing the displacement of American workers, further scrutinizing companies that employ foreign workers, and instituting policies that prioritize the interests of U.S. citizens over those of foreign nationals. Policy shifts and delays. The Trump administration's employment-based immigration policies had profound effects on the overall immigration system, and his return to the White House could bring about similar consequences. One of the most immediate effects of his first term was the suspension of premium processing for certain visa categories, including H1B, H4, and EAD applications. This move resulted in significant delays in the processing of petitions, frustrating employers and employees alike. The delays in processing were compounded by an already strained U.S. consular system, where visa appointments were delayed by several months. These delays created additional complications for individuals seeking to adjust their status or obtain work visas. While the Biden administration worked to alleviate some of these issues, it remains uncertain whether a Trump administration would reinstate these suspension policies, resulting in further delays and backlogs. The return to a Trump administration's immigration agenda could lead to even more significant delays, particularly in visa processing and interviews. Another major issue was the backlog in employment-based green card applications, especially in visa categories like EB2 and EB3. These applications were often subject to greater scrutiny and more frequent audits, leading to long wait times for both employers and employees. Under Trump's administration, companies applying for labor certifications and green cards were often forced to provide additional documentation, which placed a significant burden on both employers and their employees. Given the Trump administration's emphasis on America First policies, it is likely that future green card applications will face even more intense scrutiny, which could result in further delays. The complexity of the U.S. immigration system would likely increase, as businesses may be required to provide more evidence of why they need foreign workers, as well as their efforts to hire American workers first. The impacts on employment-based green cards and PERM. The future of employment-based green cards is uncertain under a potential Trump administration. During his first term, one of the most significant changes in employment-based immigration was the heightened scrutiny of companies that employed foreign workers. This scrutiny was part of Trump's efforts to ensure that foreign workers were not displacing U.S. workers and displacing people of companies applying for H-1B visas, L-1 visas, and PERM labor certifications, which are necessary for certain employment-based green cards, were subjected to more frequent audits, investigations, and enforcement actions. While the intention behind these actions was to safeguard U.S. workers, they also created additional burdens for businesses. In a second term, businesses may face even more stringent standards when it comes to proving that they are hiring foreign workers for legitimate and necessary purposes. Merit-based immigration and legislative challenges. A significant component of Trump's proposed immigration reforms is a shift toward a merit-based immigration system. This video would prioritize individuals with specific qualifications, higher levels of education, or unique skill sets, rather than the family-based system that currently dominates U.S. immigration. While Trump has touted the benefits of merit-based immigration, particularly in bolstering the U.S. economy and workforce, the practical implementation of such a system is complex. For a merit-based immigration system to be implemented, Trump would need to push for major legislative changes. This would require significant bipartisan support, something that has historically been difficult to achieve in the U.S. Congress. Although the idea of merit-based immigration has found some traction among conservative lawmakers and segments of the population, it remains unclear whether Trump will be able to secure the legislative backing necessary to overhaul the immigration system in this manner. Impact on family and employment-based immigration. While much of the attention in Trump's second term is likely to focus on employment-based immigration, his policies will likely have significant ramifications for family-based immigration as well. The Trump administration has already signaled its intent to revisit issues like birthright citizenship. This policy, which grants U.S. citizenship to children born on U.S. soil regardless of the immigration status of their parents, has long been a point of contention. Trump has suggested that he may seek to eliminate or alter this policy through executive orders, though legal challenges would likely complicate the implementation of such changes. Additionally, Trump's broader immigration policies could affect the processing of both family-based and employment-based immigration applications. A return to the increased scrutiny seen during his first term would likely require applicants to submit more documentation, undergo more interviews, and navigate a more complex and restrictive immigration system. As the policies unfold, the coming weeks will reveal how Trump's approach will alter the flow of skilled labor into the country and what it means for employers and aspiring immigrants alike. Stay tuned for more developments on this critical issue. That is all for today. In this video, what are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully the information is useful to you. See you later in the next video. Till then, take care.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel US Immigration News. We hope you are doing great. In this video, we are going to talk about Trump's return, immediate impact on employment-based immigration. Donald Trump returned to politics, bring a renewed focus on immigration reform, particularly employment-based immigration. His policies, reminiscent of his first term, emphasize border security, strict vetting, and prioritizing American workers through his America First agenda. These actions are likely to impact US employers and foreign workers navigating the immigration system. One key aspect of Trump's plan involves securing a southern border and applying extreme vetting for immigrants, including those seeking employment-based visa like the H1B. It's the first step introduced stringent measures such as H10 biometric requirement for H4 visa holders, increased scrutiny of a visa application, and more rigorous interview for individuals adjusting their status from I-485. These measures, while framed as necessary for national security, cause significant delays and uncertainty for workers and employers. Trump policies are closely aligned with the Buy American, Hire American initiative, which seeks to protect American jobs by limiting access for foreign workers. During his previous administration, he cancelled the H4EAT program, which allowed spouses of H1B visa holders to work in the US, disproportionality affecting women on Indian origin. Additionally, his suspension of premium processing for H1B petition aided further delays, creating a stressful environment for businesses and workers relying on timely visa approval. The employment-based green card process is expected to face greater scrutiny in a Trump 2.0 administration. Companies applying for H1B or visa or firm labor certification could face tougher audits, and foreign workers might be required to provide even more extensive proof of their qualification. Trump's proposed shift to a merit-based immigration system would prioritize individuals with a specialized skill or higher education, making it harder for those without these credentials to immigrate for work. Beyond employment-based immigration, Trump has proposed devastating birthright citizenship, aiming to change the policy that grants citizenship to children born on US soil regardless of their parents' immigration status. While such a move would likely face legal challenges, it signals a broader focus on curbing all form of immigration. Processing delays, stricter documentation requirements, and potential legislative challenges are expected if Trump reintroduces his previous immigration policies. The effect of these policies would likely to be felt in visa categories such as H1B, H4, and EB green card, creating uncertainty for both employers and foreign workers seeking to navigate the US immigration system. Trump's return to power would likely reintroduce stringent immigration measures, placing more obstacles in the path of foreign workers and their employers while prioritizing American workers and national security.